Hey, what's up you guys? It's Megan Rose. I'm back and we're gonna get real today. We're just gonna dive into it. This video is about my mental health. So I'm gonna tell you guys about all the stuff that's in here. There's a lot that goes on in here. So I am in the midst of a mental breakdown. And I'm not joking though, is the thing. I'm having like a real mental breakdown, like the real kind. And I've been having it for like a year. So, you know, we're working on it. So there's that. My life is just kind of like, you know, my life is kind of crazy. Okay, so this video, I'm just gonna tell you guys about the disorders that I have. This is just kind of an intro to my head video. All right, I'm just gonna stop being weird and like just start talking. So I have 4 diagnoses. It's not diagnoses. Like I know that. So I guess it would be diagnoses. I hate that. I've been diagnosed with 4 things. So let's talk about them and what they are. So first one is severe anxiety. I have generalized anxiety, which pretty much means I don't know, I don't have like social anxiety or anything like that. I have anxiety just kind of about everything. Yeah, just everything really. I get anxious over everything. Like I can be sitting there super relaxed and then my body will flip out and then my brain follows it. So, yep. Just everything really. Anxious about all of it. All of the above. Existing really stresses me out. So, you know, yep, all the stuff that comes with it. The idea of it. Just all, you know, yep. So that's my anxiety. The next one is the queen herself, the ruiner of my life. I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm kind of kidding. Panic disorder. So, panic disorder, I didn't know existed till I had it, and it sucks. So, basically, you maybe have had a panic attack, or maybe a good amount of panic attacks. Me too. Basically, I had a couple of panic attacks kind of close together, or a few, or however many, I don't know. And then I started getting afraid of the panic attacks, and then they started coming all the time, and so now I have a lot of panic attacks. I have panic attacks, for a while it was every day, like at least once a day for a very good while, and it got that way again recently too. Now it's a little, I don't know, hold on, when was my last panic attack? Hold on. It wasn't yesterday, which is good. Is it Friday? I don't know if I would call that a panic attack. I don't know. Anyways, I have so many panic attacks now that I like scale them so differently. Anyways, yeah, so now I have probably like a few a week maybe, I don't know. Anyways, the point, what I'm trying to tell you about panic disorder is that I get panic attacks a lot, and that's what it is. So I get them all the time, super out of the blue, out of nowhere. Again, same as my anxiety, I'll just be sitting there and then my body decides to have a panic attack and then I'm like, oh, okay. It's a ruiner for sure, ruins stuff. The third one that I have is depression, which I feel like comes and goes for me. I don't know. To be honest, depression's not my main concern at the moment. It's a lot nicer to me. Well, The depression thing doesn't come up for me as often as the others do. They're very much so like right in my face all of the time. The depression, it kind of like, it hits me, and when it hits me, I am like done for the day. I kind of just like crumble. Yep. So I don't know. I don't know. I have a weird relationship with the depression diagnosis. That could be a whole other video in itself, but whatever. The fourth one that I have is OCD, which I basically have as like a side effect of my anxiety. So I have like tics, I guess. Basically, I'll be really anxious, and my tics are the things that kind of help ease my brain a little bit and help calm me down. Super irrational. All of it's 100% super irrational, which is 100% super annoying, but you know, it kind of is what it is. I'm like so fully aware that my anxiety is irrational and that there's not a lot of logic there at all, but it exists. I'm working on it. So yeah, this year has just kind of been a big catapult of mental breakdown. The panic disorder is new to me this year. Thanks, 2019. Thank you for that. Super good. Anxiety I've had since I was like 12 or 13, but it was not severe until this year. Again, thanks, 2019. Depression, like I said, my relationship with that diagnosis is really strange. I seem to go through bouts every couple of years or so. My first one with depression was when I was 15, and then 18, and then 20, 19, something like that, 21 maybe, 20, and then you know, now. So well, not right now, but this year. And then OCD is actually, strangely enough, my first one. I say strangely enough because it's the one that bothers me the least. It's the one that I feel like is the least intrusive into my life. Like while I'm having OCD, I can still pretty much like do stuff. My OCD doesn't stop me from doing stuff. Everything else does. All my other disorders. So that's that. That's what's in my head. It's such a big part of my life, unfortunately, that I kind of can't not talk about it if I'm gonna do videos and do this YouTube thing. Like, I can't not talk about that. It's the biggest part of my life and has been for a long time now, and it really sucks. It gets in the way of a lot of stuff, but also I'm trying to say that I'm doing really well, but I don't feel like I'm doing really well. But from the outside, it looks like I'm doing really well. You know, like, I guess I'm holding certain things together. Sort of. Basically, I still am, I mean, I'm a functioning, working human being. I have a job where I run a business, so I'm able to still do that. This is like harder than I thought. Because my idea was to come on and tell you guys that, like, just because I have all of these things and all of this going on doesn't mean that it has to stop my life. But like, it is stopping my life. So, but I mean, from the outside, it looks like I'm doing really great. I still have my job. I still pay all my bills. I'm still running said business. That, I guess, I don't know. I guess that's like kind of it. Cause like nothing else feels like it's I don't know. Now I'm like annoyed because I wanted this to be like uplifting, you know? But to tell you the truth, I'm still in the middle of it and I'm still trying to figure it out. And it still is affecting me every day. Like this weekend, I was gonna film like a weekend in my life vlog and I was excited because I had a lot going on. I was going to see Cody Ko and Noel Miller on Friday and then Scotty Sire on Saturday. And so I was gonna make it like a whole weekend vlog. It was gonna be really fun. And then I went to Cody Ko and I sat in my seat for like maybe 5 minutes before I had to leave. So I missed that show. But on the other hand, last night, Saturday, we went and saw Scotty Sire and it was really good and I actually had a lot of fun and I actually did a really good job. I stayed inside like the whole time. I didn't have to like run and leave. I mean, I went in late. I didn't go on until he was on stage, but I didn't go in until he was on stage. But I saw his whole part. I stayed for his whole part and I didn't have to like run off and leave like I did before Cody Ko even started. I don't know. That's the way it is with mental health. So it's definitely a lot of like little victories. For me, they're huge. For me, they're huge victories. But I know that they're little, you know, when you like say it out loud. I know it's not big and like it's just so frustrating because I used to be able to do all this stuff. I used to love doing all this stuff and now it's like I don't know. So yeah, we're gonna start talking about more mental health on this channel because it's what I have going on. It's taken over my life. I hate to say it, but it's taken over my life. And everything that I do is affected by it. And every day is different. Every moment is different. A lot of the times when I feel like I'm having a really good day, I crash really, really hard. But I'm working on a lot of things. I've improved a lot over where I've been this year. I've improved a lot. But there's still a really long way to go. I'm in therapy. So I've got a really great therapist that I'm working with. I was on medication earlier this year and what I was prescribed did the opposite of what I needed it to do. And so I'm afraid to go on medication because I had a very bad experience the first time. But yeah, I'm in therapy. My therapist is really great. She's just like so smart and so good at what she does. I can walk into therapy feeling like completely hopeless and I walk out like walking on rainbows. It's crazy. So I'm in therapy. It's expensive, unfortunately, and right now I need more of it than I can afford. That's always something I'm trying to balance. I can't pay for as much therapy as I need, so that's that. What else am I doing? I tried a support group a couple of weeks ago. It was fine. I did, I think, get some good insight. I got what I needed from it because that day I kind of went in like a panic of desperation where I like really needed something. So it was good for me that day to go for sure, but there was a really wide demographic age-wise. So I don't think that group was for me, but there is another one that's geared more towards like young women. So yeah, maybe I'll try another one sometime. I don't know. What else? Honestly, I mean, for a very long time, I was at the point of just like trying to get through every single day. Now I'm at the point where I think I can do more. But there's kind of a lot going on in my life. If you have mental health stuff, you know that it affects the people around you a lot. And so like finding a balance of working on myself, but still like being what the people around me need is hard. Because I'm kind of just like trying to hang on to everything. I have some really, really amazing, supportive friends and family in my life. And I 100% would not be able to do this without them. I'm really, really lucky and happy that I get to be surrounded by such great people who are so smart and strong and kind and selfless. I don't know, I definitely want to switch gears on this channel a little bit and just kind of keep you guys in the loop with my mental health because, like I said, it affects everything that I do. I wanted to film a weekend in my life vlog and I couldn't because the first show that I was going to, I had to leave because of my anxiety and panic stuff. So it's gonna come up. It comes up all the time. It's gonna come up in videos. It's just a really large part of who I am at the moment. I know it doesn't define me. I'm not saying that it does, but it is a really big part of my life right now. So I think it kind of has to be on here too. And I know I personally really get a lot out of seeing other people talk about what they're going through and relating to them. I don't know, I feel like it sounds a little silly, like, oh, knowing that you're not alone. But it's one thing to understand, like, okay, yeah, a bunch of people have anxiety, I know that. But to get to talk to them about it and hear their struggles and hear how similar they are to yours, it makes me feel really understood. And that means the world to me because I don't understand what's going on in my brain half the time. So when I hear other people talking about going through the same things, it makes me feel so like normal. I don't know. Maybe if you're dealing with any of this, this can be that for you. Also, hopefully this can be a place where people can talk and relate to each other and all that good stuff. I don't know what I'm doing, but that's okay. We got a little dark there for a minute, didn't we? Oops. I just really want you guys to know that just because I have all of these things and just because my anxiety and panic attack stuff are bothering me all the time, it doesn't mean that I have to like lose my entire life over it. I can still go and have fun, go see Scotty Sire in concert, which, by the way, if you guys aren't familiar with Scotty Sire, I don't know why you wouldn't be, but he's the best. Look him up if you don't know who he is. Sorry, I'm trying not to have a panic attack. Anyways, I really just, his music's really good. He deals with anxiety and sings about it a lot, which makes me feel good. Not that he deals with anxiety, but you know, when people write songs about how you feel, it feels good. I'm gonna have a panic attack. Okay. Yeah, I felt so like safe and understood and happy at his concert last night, and it's just like a really inclusive environment, and that's the first time in a really long time that I've had that much fun. So anyways, I'm gonna go have the panic attack that I'm apparently having, and then I'll catch you guys on the flip side, I guess. So thanks for watching. See you later.